Hey folks, welcome back to the Dyson Sphere program. Last time, I don't even remember what we did last time. We set up defenses on Alwade 1, which is great. But now what I wanted to do with this episode was set up a Mall of America, a Home Depot, which would allow me to go to one location for all my needs for goodies. So I'm kind of looking for a long strip of land without much stuff on it. Looks like, aside from this coal, this may be the place we want to set up. Well, there's coal and there's copper there. So maybe my best bet is to set up somewhere like here. A nice long strip right here, down the middle. And we'll use a bunch of foundation to kind of create what we need. So I think I can do this. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can set up kind of a long grid. Now, it does look like I want to go... Which way do I want to go here? So at the equator, we have a nice long straight line. Maybe we'll go north-south here. So let's see. It's sort of... I kind of need to figure out... Okay, we can go like this. I didn't realize you could drag it. So with that, I'm out of foundation, huh? Okay. I feel like that's a good way to kind of get started, is to kind of like make a long strip of land on which I can kind of set everything up. So we're going to need quite a bit more foundation to get started here. Or is it that I need... How much do I have right now? Did I use it all? It's not soil piles that I'm out of. It's foundation. Okay. Let's get started on building a lot more of that then. So we're going to need 3 bricks for every steel. Let's see how much brick we can get.
Flight mode.
All right, let's land over here. Take all the bricks. So we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we'll need 5 steel. 5 stacks of steel.
Flight mode.
Which we have over here. And we'll just start turning that into foundation for ourselves. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then let's go in here and just start mass producing this.
Insufficient material.
Okay. So...
Flight mode.
It would be nice if I could do this in the daytime, but I guess I don't have that option. Let's keep figuring this out. Let's lay down our long strip of land for our... Yeah, it's gonna take a while, isn't it? And it's gonna use quite a lot. Okay. Tell you what, I'll cut the video here. We'll come back in a bit once I've mass-produced a stunning amount of foundations on which to build. All right, welcome back. We have completed production of, let's see, how many did I end up making? Almost 700 foundations. And I set up a little miniature factory over there to produce more for me while I'm doing other things. So let's see if we can now put this out kind of the way I want. Let's see, I would like a large kind of strip of land. Like kind of, let's follow the grid lines here as best we can. Let's just kind of like fill in this strip. That seems pretty good. Might need to be a little bit wider. Let's go one more to the left here. Nope, I'm out of foundations. Okay. But we've made kind of the starter strip. Wow, that takes up a lot of foundation. And we still have 72.3 thousand soil piles, so we're fine. But let's start laying out depots. And so we'll call this the center line, I guess, for now. Yeah, because this goes nice and straight down the middle. So we'll come over here. And we'll start placing storage depots. So let's see. We'll give myself like... Yeah, I'll give myself a full square between depots. Or maybe... Yeah, we'll give ourselves... Well, yeah, no, let's give ourselves some room here. We'll give ourselves one square in the middle. So we'll start placing depots like this. 1, 2. Now, can I just drag these? No, I can't shift drag these the way you can other things. So... I guess that's fine. Let's just keep placing them. Now, interestingly, this square is 6 long. This one's only 5 long. And I feel like maybe I should leave one space between them, because they're not going to be symmetrical anyway. So, like, we'll just start placing them down one square apart from each other, like so. Okay, so there's the first batch. Let's start making some more.
Sufficient materials.
Let's see. I'm out of bricks. Okay, I can get more bricks. We're definitely going to need a lot of these.
Flight mode.
Let's go get some bricks and make some more depots. We can grab a little bit more foundation. I wonder how many it's made since then. 275? Okay, well, we'll grab those. We'll grab some bricks. What did we complete here? You've learned a method to prepare high-density crystal. The titanium crystal, a special kind of titanium atom crystal, can be obtained by altering the lattice structure of titanium atoms with organic crystal. Okay. We've done so much research that I have no idea how to use yet, but we'll get to it later. Our research is sort of outstripping our progress here, which is fine, because it just means we won't need to wait on research when we get wherever we need to go. All right, let's make a bunch more depots here. And then we'll start putting them down. I do plan to use what we can see here in the replicator, the tier levels, as kind of a guide to how to set things up. So let's see. If I go back into build mode, let's leave ourselves the full square in the middle here, to the column to walk down. Let's start placing more of these. Interestingly, it is kind of auto-moving the camera, so all I have to do is click. Now, does that feel too claustrophobic? But I don't want to spend too much time building out the land that we're going to need, so I'll stick with this for now. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to start filling these in. So I'm going to place down one more temporary depot here. Maybe one is enough. Can I put everything that I have over here? Not quite. All right, we are going to need 2 depots. So these are just temporary, and they're just meant to hold my stuff. Well, now what I'm going to go do is we're going to start, because the replicator starts at iron ingots. We're going to start there. We're going to go fill this up with iron ingots. And I'm not going to bring production chains over here, because I don't think I need to. This is mainly for filling my inventory. So if we fill this depot with iron ingots, and then over time take out 1 or 2 or 3, it'll be a long time before we need to do another run to refill that. So let's go get as many iron ingots as we can find. I think we have some over here. Yep, so we can take all these and we can go put them in this depot. And there's the first department. There's the first department. The iron department at the Home Depot. The Dyson Depot filled. So next up would be copper. Let's go find some copper ingots, shall we? Looks like we have some over here. I don't know if we have enough. Not enough to fill up an entire thing. Now, why is this producing? It is. It's just slow because there's only the one smelter. That's fine. Are we full here? No, we're out of the high purity silicon. So that's fine. Let's take the copper we have over here. Dump it in here. There we go. Very nice. Copper department's all set. Next up would be high purity silicon, but I don't think we need that. Don't know what would go here, so next would be stone bricks. We're going to be a little low on those because I've been using them over here to make foundation. But that's okay. We can take what we've got, and there will be more another day. Okay, that's empty. Right, because we're using it all to make foundation. Okay. We're not using anywhere near as much ore as we have available. What's the slowdown here? Product overflow? Why would that be? Well, let's upgrade this. Lack of replacing item. Is this producing? This is producing 60 per minute. This is only capable of transporting 45. Okay. Well, we can speed that up a little bit if we go grab one of our sorters. Yeah, let's grab just one.
Flight mode.
Let's upgrade this sorter. There we go. That should speed things up a bit, and then we could make a second smelter, but I haven't left myself a lot of room to get it in there. I think it's fine. We'll just grab the little bit of brick we have, and we'll fill in more later. So we do have some brick here. Let's grab that. You know, hold on. Do I have more brick anywhere? I don't. Okay.
Flight mode.
So, how do I want to do this? All right, let's, what are we going to need? We're going to need another arc smelter, some connectors, some belts. Let's fix this. Let's get a second smelter set up over here to produce stone faster, since that's a bottleneck for foundation production. Let's see what we have here. I guess we can just take everything and then come back later and put it all back. That way we don't have to think too hard. Okay, so we're going to improve the way this works to make more brick. Let's delete all of this. Let's put down 2 smelters. Let's make a few more. What's the right way to do this? Probably like this.
Replication.
Now these are going to make stone bricks. Let's copy that, paste it over here. Then the output goes onto a belt. Yeah, we're not quite able to do it like this, so we're gonna have to move it a little bit. All right. Like that. All right, belt comes out here, or I guess goes, no, it's gonna go the other way, like this. Yeah, there we go. And then it needs to continue over here. Okay, so output goes here and here. Input goes there. Is that sufficient, or can I get one more in here? No. This should do 60 times 3, 180. These are going to produce, what, 90? Yeah, okay, we're going to be fine here. Let's finish up the inputs. How am I going to do this? I guess we come over here, and then like that. Okay, and then 1, 2, 3, 4... There we go. So now we've doubled production of the bricks, all of which are going in here. They're still all getting used very quickly, but they should... It should start to back up and fill in here, because this is producing 120 bricks per minute. Is that right? And this is consuming 45 times 3... 135. So no, it's gonna eat up every single brick until it runs out of steel here and it finishes, but then it'll back up. All right, so we'll come back and fill in stone later. Okay, little optimizations here and there we can do. We do have some brick to put in here just to mark it as the place where bricks go. Let's send those over. That's fine. Okay, let's dump off our stuff and figure out what's next to fill in at the Home Depot. Okay, so next up after brick would be, I guess let's stay in like this section here. So next we want magnets. Let's go find some magnets. We're 15 minutes in, we've got 3 of these done. All right, magnets. Where are there magnets? Where am I producing my magnets? This is why we need a Home Depot. I don't know where anything is anymore. It's this guy, the factory's gotten too big. If you can even call it a factory anymore. It's more like a sprawling mess of nonsense. Where are the magnets coming from? I feel like they would be involved in the production of the electromagnets. Geez. Where are the magnets? Those are produced directly from steel, right? Here we go. Here's magnets. Okay. Let's take literally all of these.
Flight mode.
Come over here. Dump them in. Okay. Next up would be electromagnets. Or... these are magnets, and then these other ones are called magnetic coils. Let's get some magnetic coils going.
Flight mode.
So the magnets come over here. They get fed in here to make magnetic coils. All right, let's grab the magnetic coils. Very nice.
Flight mode.
Okay. There's the magnetic coils. Next up, what do we have next? Silicon crystal, I don't think we're worried about. We could do glass, I think. I don't think we have spare energetic graphite. So we'll do glass, and then we can do steel. We can do... I don't think we have a production line for engines. But let's do... yeah, let's do glass. Let's do glass next, and then figure out what comes after that.
Flight mode.
I know we have a bunch of glass somewhere. Yeah, there's a bunch of it here. Let's take this.
Flight mode.
Okay. And actually, to be honest, I think we should bring some high purity silicon here, just because there might be stuff we need to handcraft it for. So let's grab some of that as well. We can always go back to Alwade 1 and get more if we need it. Let's take a full stack of this and put it over here. Now, I feel like it should go here. Which means all of these should move over one. There we go. That's pretty good. So we've got iron, copper, high purity silicon, stone, magnets, magnetic coils. What are these called? Yeah, magnets, magnetic coils. Then we got glass. So if we're gonna do one more kind of like basic material, I guess it would be prisms next. That kind of makes sense to me. Let's go get some prisms.
Flight mode.
All right, where are prisms? Here we go. Let's get a depot full of prisms going.
Flight mode.
Okay. So there's kind of the first column of stuff. And the idea that I had was that, like, we'd have the row going kind of all the way down this long strip. And then for anything that was sort of like, anything that we wanted to produce, but not set up a full chain for, we'd have, like, going off to the side, a small kind of like artisanal chain to just produce that item. So those are items. Let's look at buildings next. Let's start with buildings. So if we go over to the buildings tab, we'd love to have a bunch of Tesla towers. And this is something where, Tesla towers, wireless power towers. I don't think we need too many more wind turbines or thermal power plants. I think we can craft these if we need them. Although it would be nice to have a handful of these when traveling to a new planet. So maybe we can set up a small chain. Oh, gears. Wait a minute. Where were gears? Down here. So I don't have gears yet. Okay. But yeah, let's start doing buildings. Okay, so let's go Tesla towers. That's made with 2 iron and 1 magnetic coil. So the idea I had was that, like, there'd be a chain leading out back here that would just produce that for me. So, like, let me throw down an assembler.
Insufficient materials.
Okay, let me make some assemblers. I need some assemblers. Where are we gonna get assemblers? We can take all our stuff back and build it like this. So we'll just build like a small chain here.
Insufficient materials.
Do I really not have any of these? All right. Let's make some of those. So we'll put down an assembling machine here. And I can't remember if it can connect directly. Like if I go output to input, yeah, that's fine. Okay. You're going to make Tesla towers. So you're going to need iron and magnets. So what we'll do is we'll put down another depot back here. Behind here. And then we'll set up 2 sorters. And one will filter for iron ingots, and one will filter for magnetic coils, because that's what goes in the recipe, right? Magnetic coils and iron ingots. And then we can just dump a few in here, and once it's powered, it'll just produce it for us, right? So I'd rather not take from the, well, I guess we can take from here. Let's see, what's the recipe? It's 2 iron ingots and 1 magnetic coil. I feel like 100 of those is probably enough. So let's just do that. Let's take 2 stacks of iron, 1 stack of magnetic coil. We'll dump it in here. Now, why is that? Yeah, that's not right. Okay. So that should be enough if we power this up to make...
Insufficient materials.
Right, I need to actually have some of these. That should be enough to make 100 Tesla towers and fill in the first level here. Which is fine. That's all we really need. I wonder if I shouldn't send it back here at the back of the chain. Somewhere like... in the middle? Yeah, let me throw a little bit more foundation down. Let's see. There we go. So we'll just kind of send this like this. Okay, that's looking good. And then we'll set down the Tesla tower. We'll set it right on this line, I think. And then we'll need one more to actually connect it up somehow. I guess that's fine. And this is now producing Tesla towers for me. Okay, so second building would be wireless power towers. That takes Tesla towers and excited, what is it? Plasma exciter. So we don't have a plasma exciter chain anywhere, nor do we have a depot for it. That would be another thing we could set up, though. We would need quite a few more of these, though. So maybe we should dump another couple hundred in here so that we end up with 200 of these by the time we're done. I think that makes sense. So we'll grab 2 more of these. We'll grab 1 set of these. Oh, I didn't think that through. These are stacks of 100. Those are stacks of 200. So we actually already have all the magnetic coils we need. What we don't have... Yeah, because they'll use 50 of those. All right, let's dump those in. All right. So now we need to come up here and create a depot for excited... What is it called? Plasma exciters. So that recipe is prisms and magnetic coils. Okay. All right. So let's put down another depot. Right on the line, one separation, that's fine. And then behind this, we'll build a small chain for producing plasma exciters, I think. Yeah, all right. Let's get our... Let's go ahead and... Now, how does this line up? It's kind of weird in that the depot is like 3 wide, only it's not. Like it's 3 squares wide, but then if I go to use the environment modification, it doesn't quite line up the way you would think. Oh well, whatever. We'll just make sure there's enough room behind it to build the chain. And we can fill in this later for aesthetics if we want to. But let's get down an assembler. Let's connect that up with a sorter. Too close. Okay, somehow I got that wrong. Frequently do, that's okay. That looks like it's right, but then it's... No, that's too close. Okay. We're gonna need at least 1 space. All right. Connect that up with a sorter. Okay. You're gonna be making plasma exciters, which is an item. Yes. Okay. You're gonna be making plasma exciters. You need another depot behind you for storing inputs, like so. And then 2 sorters. Okay, so the recipe here is magnetic coil and prism. 2 magnetic coil for every prism. All right, so one of these sorters is set to magnetic coil. The other is set to prism. Output goes into the depot. We're gonna need power at some point. And I set this up where the tower behind one of these chains... See, these are like right next to each other. The other ones are a little bit further apart, but so it's weird. Sometimes you can cross a single grid line boundary and sometimes you can't. It's a bit odd, but it's behind and in the middle by 2. All right, so we're gonna want a Tesla tower powering this behind in the middle by 2. So like there. And then I guess we should put down some more foundation here. We're out of foundation, but that's okay. Now wireless tower powers go further, but these things are going to power the chains. I don't actually know if I want to use wireless power tower because it's further, or
materials.
I guess I do. And we can replace them with more Tesla stuff if we want to later. Now, is this close enough to power the sorter? I'm not sure if it is. We'll have to find out. Let's put down a tower. Let's see. Where do we want this?
Replication complete.
Somewhere over here, I guess? Is that gonna work? All right, let's see. I still need to put in... Okay, is anything unpowered? Everything looks powered. So now I need to put in the recipe material. So we need 2 magnetic coils for every prism. Let's go get some of that material. All right, so let's get like 400 of these and 200 of these. We'll dump those in here. And that should make us a bunch of plasma exciter. We might actually want a little bit more of this. Let's see. 1, 2. 1, 2. Looks good. Yeah, I think that's right. That's roughly the output we're looking for. And now we're gonna have plasma exciters available. That's good. Let's go get... There should be a bunch of foundation available for us. And I can already tell this Home Depot project is going to span multiple episodes, so I don't know how entertaining it's actually going to be for you guys. But I need to get it done.
Flight mode.
Okay, so the idea behind the plasma exciters were we were going to make wireless power towers, right? Okay, so let's get that chain set up if we can. We're going to need another assembling machine, and it's gonna... Yeah, it's too close now. Yikes. I really thought that was enough space for them, but I guess it's not. So, what do we do? These are gonna have to be spaced differently, I guess. We're gonna need at least 2 between each one. Is that right? Yeah, now I can do this. Okay, and can I still get the sorter on here? Now it's too close. That's so weird. It's not too close here, but it is too close here. Why is that? I guess it's something to do with the curvature and the latitude, longitude stuff. What about... So it'll do that one. It won't do the middle one. Or the left one. So strange. It's gotta be the curvature. Like, these squares are not actually squares. They're like very faintly narrowed rhombuses, I guess. You're gonna make wireless power towers. And your input is Tesla towers and plasma exciters. Okay. So, one more depot here. A pair of... Now, let's see if these will reach. Maybe they won't. Pair of sorters here. No, too close. Fascinating. So it's gonna have to be like that. Which ticks me off. Because I want it to be symmetrical. Let me control C. Okay, let's how do I save this? Oh, we unlocked the structure matrix. Okay, that's important. Wait for that for a couple episodes, you guys. The name of this blueprint displayed in the blueprint library. Save path. All right. Whatever. It doesn't really matter. Let me use this now. That's not going to work. All right. So we'll do this. We'll dismantle this. We'll move it back. Like so. We'll rebuild it. We'll put our 2 sorters on here. And then we set these up to be iron ingots and magnetic coils. So you can be iron ingot. You can be magnetic coil. Okay. So that's already done. It's already completed what we wanted it to do. So I'm going to take the 100 here. And we are going to put them in here. There we go. Okay. And then the recipe here is... Oh, dark fog cluster is interrupting us. So we need 3 plasma exciters for every 1 wireless power tower. All right. Let me go deal with the assault here. Where is it? Over there? Okay. Let me stop these guys from destroying all my stuff. Is that a new type of enemy? Okay, turrets are getting involved, missiles, drones. Let's blow it all up. Okay, that takes care of that. Now, where were we? Right, the plasma exciter. We need 300 plasma exciters. Remove all litter, activate combat. Yeah, just remove all litter is fine. I may be wasting something there. I'm not sure. I'm not exactly sure how it works, but we can always deal with that later. There's going to be plenty of swarms in the universe that we're building. Okay, so one of you is Tesla towers, and one of you is plasma exciters, right? Okay. And then we're gonna need a Tesla tower.
Insufficient materials.
I know we're building this so I can grab them from here, but for now, well, all right, let me grab like... Let me grab 10 of these. All right. Let's put one down here. Power everything. Let's go get some plasma exciters if we have any. Let's see how many we made. We made 150. We need 300. Okay. So we're gonna need more. Let's get some more going. So this recipe is 2 coils for every prism. All right. Let's get 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we'll dump those in there. Okay. And then we'll get this started by grabbing these. Yeah, we'll just grab these for now. Come over here. Dump them in there. That'll start producing wireless power towers for me. Okay, so you can see things are starting to take shape here. Next up on the building list, do I want to produce wind turbines? I feel like yes, probably. It would be nice to be able to grab a handful of these when I go to a new planet to dump them down. I don't think we want to produce thermal. I do think we're going to want to produce solar plants, but that's a whole production chain. I think we're going to want a lot of those, and we'll just, when we build that chain, we'll dump a depot's worth over here so we can grab them here. But we have to build that first. So I think the next thing we're building is a wind turbine facility or assembler. Let's do that. Okay. So you're going to be, I think you're going to be too close like this. So we're going to have to move you back, unfortunately. Which really irks me because I wanted this to be symmetrical, but I don't think we're going to be able to connect you from here with a sorter. I'll check. No. For whatever reason, it just doesn't work here. So we're gonna have to move this back. That's irritating. But what can I do about it? Not much. All right, you're gonna produce wind turbines. We're gonna need a source depot back here. Let's see if we can do this with our sorters. Nope. That's gonna have to be moved back as well. Okay. Oh well, too bad, so sad. Can't be perfect. I spend too much time in games like this letting the perfect be the enemy of the good, so we're just gonna allow this to be offset a little bit. And it might bother me enough to remove these later. I'll have to find out about that. But for now, we're gonna ignore it and just go 1, 2, 3. Okay, now your recipe is 6 iron ingots for every 3 magnetic coils and 1 gear. All right, so we'll do 6, 3, 1. You are going to be iron ingots. You are going to be magnetic coils. And you are going to be gears. Okay, so 6, 3, 1. Let's get that filled in. We don't need that many of these. Let's grab like... Well, hold on. Let's grab 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then over here, we need 1.5, 3. And then we don't have gears yet. We don't have a box for gears. Okay, let's go find out where we're making gears and get some of those. Where am I making gears? Over here. Okay. So we only need 100 of these. We got 600 iron ingots, 300 magnetic coils. We need 100 gears. Okay.
Flight mode.
That'll make us our starter set. There we go. Okay. Let's get another Tesla tower back here. Make sure everything is connected up. Are you producing? You are. We need output. Okay. Now we've just learned we don't have a box for gears, so let's set one down for that. Let's get a depot over here for gears. And then let's go fill that up.
Flight mode.
So we'll dump all our stuff in these temporary storage boxes. We only have enough stuff for one box, that's fine. We'll go fill up on gears, bring them back. It's gonna be a whole thing. Okay. We'll just take all of these.
Flight mode.
So the depot's starting to take shape, right? You guys are starting to see what I'm trying to do, I think. Well, you've probably been able to see that from the very beginning of the episode. I shouldn't like belittle your intelligence, I guess. Probably not a good thing to do for my viewers. But like the idea is we have a one-stop shop for everything we need. And then for things like this where we're not going to need thousands of them, we just have these boutique little production chains, which aren't automated, which don't have any sources. We just get these producing when we're not here so that, you know, if this starts getting empty, it takes me 2 seconds to go fill this in, and then I zip away and do something else. I come back 3 hours later. It's done, right? It's full. We're near the end of the episode, but let's try to get one more depot set up here. So buildings. After wind turbines, I don't think we need to automate thermal power. I talked about solar panels. Conveyor belts, we have a chain for over there, but let's go ahead and fill these in. Let's fill this one up. Let's take them from over here and just bring them here. So that one doesn't need a chain because we do have full automation set up, which means we can just come over here, grab everything out of this, fill up our Home Depot shelf, and then this will replenish over time. And it'll be a long time before we use up all these Mark I belts. In fact, at some point, I think we unlocked Mark II belts. We might want to look into setting up a chain to produce those. But for now, let's do that. There we go. And what would be next after that in terms of buildings? We don't have this chain set up yet. Could we automate? Could we do a boutique one here? I don't think so. This is something we're going to need so much of once we start using it that we need a full chain for it. But splitters we could do. Splitters we could do. So that's iron, gears, and ooh, electronic circuits. That's another nasty one. So let's actually set up electronic circuits first. Let's get the chain going for that. Let's see. We'll put...
Materials.
Oh, right. I dumped everything, didn't I? Okay.
Flight mode.
Let's come get all our stuff. And we'll set up here for circuit boards. It's going to be right like that. Okay. We're going to need foundation back here. I can't remember whether I had decoration on or off. I think we want it. I think we want it without. Oh, look at this. You can do all kinds of like... So wait a minute. If I do something like this... Oh, look at that. That's sick. I didn't realize you could do that. I think I actually want... The way I have this set up, I actually want this... Just plain old, plain old. But now that I know I can, now that I know I can, like, color in the foundation, I might actually get involved in that. That's kind of interesting. Okay, so, we need an assembler. Like so. You're going to be making circuit boards. And we need a lot of circuit boards, so I might go get, like, a lot of iron and copper here. What's the recipe? 2 iron for every 1 copper, and it makes 2 circuit boards? Okay. You have... What's going on over here? Why is there all this stuff in here? I think I did something wrong here. Yeah, I definitely did something wrong here. This is supposed to be 2 coils for every prism. Okay. So 200 coils, 100 prisms. And that's all I have right now. Okay. I don't remember doing that. Or screwing that up that way. But that's okay. All right. So to finish this chain, we need a depot. We need some sorters connecting everything up. You're going to be copper and iron. Okay. And then we need kind of a lot here because we want a lot of circuit boards produced. Because our other chain, everything's being used. So we kind of go through a lot of these. We do need kind of a lot of stuff. So we need 2 iron for every copper. All right. Well, let's get it started. Let me sort this out. No, see, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, I think that's how I made the mistake before. I wanted to sort this. I guess get the control click. I should be using this button. All right, so let's dump in. I need to keep the recipes relatively even to make sure we don't, like, I guess to be efficient. So let's go get a bunch of iron. Let me dump all my stuff here. We'll take iron and copper. All right, so I need to start with iron, which we have over here. So a depot can hold 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can get... So we can take all of this and then... Put these... No. Ah, that's so annoying. Put those back. There we go. Okay. And then we gotta go get some copper.
Light mode.
Where do I have copper? Copper. Okay. So I need to finish that one. And then... I don't know what's happening here. There we go. That's exactly what we need for the circuit board production chain. So we'll get that set up. And then I think I'm gonna have to call the episode. So let's dump all of this and then power it on. We're gonna need to go get our stuff again. Okay.
Flight mode.
All right. Tesla Tower. Should be right there. And there we go. Printing circuit boards. Okay. So guys, I'm going to call it there for today. The first episode of what I'm guessing is going to be a 2 or 3-parter on producing our Home Depot, our Mall of America, our get it where you want it kind of shopping mall is completed there. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Is this sort of like organization stuff interesting to you? I do long plays. So I always show you pretty much everything that I do in the game. The only time I cut the video is when literally I'm just waiting for ticks to happen or It's literally when I'm standing still in one place or nothing at all is happening. So when I'm building this kind of build out, I will show it to you guys. And I want to know, I guess I'm curious, is this entertaining or interesting to you? Or like, does this give you ideas for your own organization? Or what do you think about this type of content as a full episode of me just building shelving, essentially? I mean, I guess there are carpenters on YouTube who get millions of views just building shelves, so I don't know. Maybe this is good content. I don't know. That is going to be it for this time, guys, however. So as always, thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time for more organization madness. Until then, take care.